to your daily WOD briefing. Let's go ahead, let's get into the workout for today, okay? Let's start with your warm-up. You guys have 100 single unders, meaning one rotation of your jump rope to one jump. So jump and go, right? You guys have 100 of those guys. If you don't have a jump rope available, that's totally okay. We're gonna go to quick steps. So grab a surface that's elevated, and you guys are going to be quickly stepping off that surface, okay? Then you guys are going to go into a 1-minute plank hold. So you guys are going to be on the floor, okay? You guys can either be up on your hands or you guys can be on your elbows. Regardless, I want you guys to have your feet together. I want to have your hips in line with your shoulders, belly buttons pulled back towards your spine. You're shooting your heels towards the back wall, and the entire front side of your body is contracted while holding this plank. Okay, make sure your ass isn't too far up in the air, and make sure you're not dropping it too low. Right, you should be in a nice neutral position in the middle here. Okay. You guys have 10 shoulder taps on each side, so you're going to be back in that plank position, but this time you'll be up on your hands. Your goal here is to keep your hips and shoulders as square to the floor as possible. So you'll shift your weight to one side, tap your shoulder, shift your weight to the other side, and you're going to move through 10 on each side. Most important thing here is keeping that belly button pulled back towards your spine. That's going to help you guys keep that core stable and everything square to the floor. You guys then have 10 prone snow angels. So you guys are going to be on the ground. Okay. Arms are going to be in front of you. Arms are going to be locked out. And what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze our upper back, pull our hands off the floor, bring our hands to the side, and then back together in front, keeping our arms locked out the entire time. Okay. Next, you guys have 10 W to Ys. Okay, so kind of a similar concept. We're going to have our feet together, toes on the floor. We're going to pull our chest off the ground. We're going to make a W, and we're going to come out to a Y, and then pull back to a W, and then back to a Y. Okay, I want this to come from your lats and your shoulders here. Okay, so make sure as you guys are pulling and you're squeezing those lats, and as you're pushing out, you're using the back side of your shoulders. Okay. Next, you guys have 15 clams on each side. I'm thinking, what the heck's a clam? Let me show you. So, you guys are going to be on the floor. Feet are going to be together. You can lay like this, right? But you can have your hand on your hip or across your belly so you can feel that core activation. The belly button's going to be pulled back towards your spine, and you're going to use your external rotators, your glutes, to pull that knee open and then come back in, and then knee open and then come back in. Okay. Think about muscle-mind connection, okay? Making your glute do the work on this clam, okay? So give me 15 on each side. Then you guys go to some single leg bridges. So I'm gonna have my hands to the side. I'm gonna get as little of my shoulders on the floor as possible. One leg is going to be extended, okay? We're gonna drive through our heel, and we're going to push our hips up, okay? Come back down, push those hips up. So what I'm doing is I'm driving through my heel and I'm squeezing my butt cheek on the way up while keeping my belly button pulled back towards my spine. Okay? Those are going to be your single leg glute bridges. Next, you guys have 15 air squats. So feet are going to be set just outside shoulder width distance. Toes are pointed out at a slight angle. Hands are going to be above your shoulders. Hips are going to go back. Knees continue to press out. Hip crease passes your knee. You'll drive through your heels and stand all the way back up. Okay, so from the side, focus on keeping your chest up, your torso as vertical as possible, and pushing those knees out all the way through that squat. Okay. Last but not least, you guys have 15 strict press. So let's choose a weight that's going to be light because we're just getting warmed up. We're getting our shoulders moving. You guys are going to get that dumbbell, kettlebell, or odd object, even a barbell if you guys have one, up into a front rack position, okay? Feet are under your hips, belly buttons pull back towards your spine, butt cheeks are tight, elbows start in front of that object. You're gonna pull your head back, object comes in front of your face, arms lock out, ears come past your biceps at the top. Okay, you're gonna give me 15 of those guys, okay? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about part one. Today for part one, you guys have 4 sets of 5 half moons. Okay, I want you guys to take your time on those. And it's going to be on each side. So we'll do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 10 total. Okay. okay? We're gonna superset those half moves with a 30-second L sit hold or a seated pike lift, all right? So let's go ahead and talk about what those are going to look like. So with your half moves, you want your feet to be set just outside shoulder width distance, kind of like in your squat stance, okay? But we're gonna start with a pivot, okay? So what I'm looking for here, okay? I'm looking for the hips to shift back, and I'm looking for us to, we want to load up the hamstrings, but we're also going to start to get some quads involved here too. So we're going to need to get low enough so we can grab this object, okay? Most important part of this movement though is keeping your back straight. So at no point in time should you guys be rounding your back here. So drop your butt, push those hips back. You're going to pull your belly button back towards your spine, drive through your heels, open your hips to the top, okay? And then you'll pivot to the other side. And then we'll come down, okay? So hips go back, we pivot, we load up the hamstring and the quads. We're gonna drive through our heels, come up to the top, and then pivot again. Okie dokie. So, no rounding of the back. I want to see a pivot, right, so hips, again, hips go back. We'll start to engage our quads, squat down, drive through our heels. Hips are gonna open all the way up. You'll get a big shrug. You're rotating up and over, and then we'll pivot to the other side. Again, hips go back. You'll lower down, back stay straight, drive through your heels, come up to the top, and then we're rotating. This is hitting up your core, okay? So belly button should stay pulled back towards your spine the whole time. And then also think about using your obliques as you guys go, all right? Do not rely on that lower back to lift that weight up and overhead, all right? A couple things. Form and technique always come over load and speed, right? So make sure your form is perfect, your technique is perfect, and the weight is light enough where you can work this movement perfect. Once those things are in place, then you guys can start to up the weight, all right? Make sure, especially for this movement, because it's so dynamic, that you guys have it on point, all right? We're going to be supersetting that, so in between each set of 5 on each side, you guys will be giving me a 30-minute L sit hold. If you guys have rings, or if you guys have parallettes, that's what you'll be doing your L sit hold on. I don't have those, so I'm going to demo the seated pike lift. However, if you are on those rings, you're on those parallettes, in your L sit hold, you're going to have your legs out in front of you, legs are locked out, toes are pointed, and you're pushing away through your shoulders, okay? Belly button's pulled back towards your spine, and you're hollowed out, okay? If you need to scale that, you guys can pull one knee in and be in a pike position, other legs extended, or you guys can pull both knees in into a tuck hold, okay? So both knees will be pulled into your chest. Again, you're hollowed out, toes pointing down, and we're squeezing, whoa, through our core, okay? If you're doing the seated pike lift, you guys are going to be on the floor in a pike position. So note that the farther forward you are, the farther your hands are in front of you, the more closed off you are, the harder these are. The farther back you go, the easier it gets, or the more balance you have on those sit bones or on that upper butt cheeks. It's going to get a little bit easier. So feet are going to be together, toes are pointed down, quads are tight, and you're going to squeeze through your abdomen, pulling your belly button back towards your spine, and you're going to hold this pike position for 30 seconds, okay? Important thing is, again, legs stay locked out, quads are tight, and you're engaging your core as you pull up. If you need to scale this, you guys can lean back, same concept. Squeeze that core, legs stay locked out, but we're just a little bit more lean back. And the farther back you go, the easier this gets, okay? That's going to be your part 1 for today. If you guys haven't noticed, it's all core, right? So we're trying to get that sucker lit up and working. Let's go ahead and jump into part 2. We have a workout today called Go Dog Go. You guys have 3 separate 4-minute AMRAPs separated by 90 seconds of rest. So your 4-minute AMRAP consists of a 25-foot handstand walk or bear crawl. Or if we don't have, if we're not doing those, we can do 25 plank shoulder taps. Okay, 15 kettlebell or odd object swings, and then 5 no push-up burpees. Okay, you're going to go through that cycle as many times as possible in 4 minutes, And then once that 4 minutes is up, you will rest for 90 seconds, and you repeat those cycles 2 more times, okay? Let's go ahead and talk about that handstand walk. If you got them, good, do them, right? Try and measure out your distance so you guys know exactly how far you should be going. Note that no matter what option you choose today, you should be moving quickly, okay? There's nothing about this that you should be getting hung up on or stalled on. We want to see you guys moving consistently for the full 4 minutes. Think of these are like 3 separate 4 4-minute sprints, okay? So anything you choose, move fast with it, all right? Your bear crawl, if we're doing that, you guys are going to have your arms and legs locked out, all right? And we're going to walk or crawl, you could say, right? Arms and legs stay locked out as I'm going. That's your bear crawl. If we're going to scale to your plank shoulder taps, we did that in the warm-up. You guys will be in that plank position again. Belly buttons pulled back towards your spine. Shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists. You're going to keep your shoulders and hips square to the ground. Tap, 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 right? We're going to go 25 total, okay? Your kettlebell or object swings. You guys have a kettlebell, excellent. Dumbbells work for this too, that's what I will demo with. Or you guys can grab an odd object like a backpack or a duffel bag or something you can swing safely that has some weight to it. Okay, you guys have 15 of these guys. With your kettlebell swings, or your odd object swings, feet are going to be set in your squat stance. So just outside shoulder width distance, okay? Shoulders are going to be up, back, and then down. Okay, most important thing here is to keep your back in a neutral position. So belly buttons pull back towards your spine and your back stays straight. So from here, we're going to push our hips back. So we're hip hinging. We're going to load up the glutes and the hamstrings and then swing that object up. Again, keeping the shoulder blades tight, back straight, and I'm using my hips to get this object moving, okay? What it is not is a strict shoulder raise, right? I'm not looking for this, okay? I'm looking for your hips to get loaded and for you to release that and use that momentum to get that object up to eye level, okay? Next, you guys have 15 no push-up burpees, so it's exactly what they sound like, okay? Hands are going to hit the floor. You're going to jump your feet back. No push-up, right? We're going to stay in that plank position. Jump your feet back up. Chest, hips, open up at the top, okay? So again, feet stay wide, hands hit the floor, jump those feet back. All right, a couple things I don't want to see on this. I don't want to see your hips drop. So try to arch your back towards the ground, right? Stay up in that tight plank position as you guys go. If we need to scale, we can scale to step back. So hands hit the floor, you'll step your feet back into that plank position, step your feet back up, and then jump. If we need to scale beyond that, we're going to move to an elevated surface. So like a box, a bench, a chair, something you guys can put your hands onto to continue that same kind of burpee, okay? So again, 3 separate 4-minute AMRAPs separated by 90 seconds of rest. So once that 4 minutes is up, rest for 9 seconds and repeat that 2 more times, okay? If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. We'd love to answer those for you guys. If not, have a great workout. Let us know how it goes, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow.